Laughter rippled through the backyard, now transformed into a joyful haven with vibrant balloons, swirling streamers, and playful animal-themed decorations. Children with painted faces darted between games, chasing bubbles that floated like tiny rainbows in the golden afternoon sun. Overhead, a cheerful banner swayed in the breeze. Hope turns one. By the refreshment table, Linda poured juice into tiny cups for a circle of giggling children from the orphanage. Her soft floral dress fluttered as the wind passed by, and her smile glowed with warmth. Just a few feet away, little Hope, now toddling with proud, wobbly determination, giggled as she reached for a balloon, her yellow dress bouncing with every delighted step. Camila approached with a plate of cupcakes, her eyes twinkling with pride. "You've truly outdone yourself. This isn't just a birthday party for Hope, it's a celebration for all of them." Linda tucked a loose strand of hair behind her ear and smiled. "I just wanted today to be special, for Hope, and for every one of these kids." She glanced toward the children playing, her voice softening. "That place used to be my whole world. Coming back as a volunteer, it reminds me where I came from, and lets me give these kids a little extra love." Camila's expression grew tender. "You've come so far, Linda. You were always full of kindness, even in the darkest moments. I'm so proud of the woman you've become." Linda stepped into her arms, hugging her tightly. "Thank you for never giving up on me, for sending me to Catalina, for helping me find my home." Her voice trembled slightly, emotion catching in her throat. "I just wish Lydia was here with us." Camila held her tighter. "I'm sure she's watching over you, sweetheart, and she's smiling." At that moment, Catalina strolled over, her arms opening wide. "There you are," she said warmly, wrapping both Linda and Camila in an embrace. "Nana," Linda murmured, leaning into her. Nana pressed a kiss to her cheek. "You've turned this house into something beautiful, made it a home, just like I always knew you would." Linda looked up, her smile touched with emotion. "Because you helped me believe I could." Nana's eyes crinkled with affection. "Speaking of belief," she added, her tone playful, "Mark's looking for you upstairs. You might want to see what he's up to." Linda raised an eyebrow. "Should I be worried?" Nana chuckled. "Only if romantic husbands scare you." "Go," Camila said with a nudge. "We've got things covered down here." With a laugh, Linda slipped inside and made her way upstairs. When she opened the bedroom door, she found Mark standing near the window, his hands in his pockets, watching the backyard with a soft, thoughtful look. He turned at the sound of her steps. "There you are," he said, his eyes lighting up. "My favorite sight in the world." Linda smiled, her heart fluttering. "Sending Nana to fetch me now? That's a new one."
He walked to her and took her hands gently. "I needed a quiet moment with my wife. Just the two of us. Today is for Hope, but I couldn't let it pass without saying something to the woman who made it all possible."
Her smile faded into something tender and deep. "Mark."
He touched her cheek with quiet reverence. "You saved me, brought light into my life when I needed it the most. You gave me hope, a reason to believe in happiness again. Every day with you is a blessing."
Tears welled in her eyes and her heart fluttered. "Well, I think it's time we added another blessing."
His brow furrowed slightly. "What do you mean?"
She guided his hand to her stomach. "We're having another one."
His eyes widened, disbelief and joy crashing into each other in the space of a heartbeat. "Wait, really?
Linda nodded, tears sparkling. "We're going to have a baby."
Mark cupped her face gently, his thumbs wiping away the tears even as his own eyes shimmered. "You've just made me the happiest man in the world. Again." He leaned in and kissed her, slow, deep, reverent. It made her knees weak. When they broke apart, his forehead rested against hers. "I don't even know what to say. I didn't think my heart could be this full."
Linda laughed through a sniffle. "Well, it's going to get fuller. Think we can handle two?"
"With you?" he whispered, tucking a strand of hair behind her ear. "I could handle 10.
She playfully nudged his chest. "Let's not test that."
He laughed, pulling her into a tight embrace, one hand still resting protectively over her stomach. "You keep surprising me. You keep giving me reasons to smile." They stood together in the golden hush of their room for a few more minutes, holding each other like the world outside could wait a little longer.
Then Linda murmured, "We should probably head back down."
But Mark shook his head, holding her closer. "Not yet. I just want 5 more minutes with you," he said quietly. "Just us. This is perfect." He ran his fingers through her hair, pressing a soft kiss to her forehead. "The party can wait. Hope will be in good hands for a little longer. But this," he gazed into her eyes, his voice low and sincere, "this is a moment I want to remember forever."
Linda rested her head against his chest, their baby safe between them. Then let's stay here, just a little longer. In each other's arms, surrounded by the sound of laughter drifting through the window and sunlight streaming over them, they stood still, savoring the quiet before returning to celebrate their girl. Hand in hand, they rejoined the party, weaving through the crowd until Mark scooped Hope into his arms. "All right, everyone," he called out, his voice carrying across the room. "Time to sing to the birthday girl." A cheerful chorus rose and Hope clapped along, her face lighting up with a bright, beaming smile.
Mark slipped an arm around Linda's waist, pressing a tender kiss to her temple. "Look at what we've built."
Linda leaned into him, her heart overflowing. "It's everything I ever dreamed of."
He smiled down at her, his voice soft with affection. "I love you."
Linda smiled back, "Forever," and rested her head on his shoulder. Around them, laughter, love, and life filled the air, proof that sometimes, out of pain and loss, the most beautiful things are born. And in the center of it all stood Hope, smiling, loved, and exactly where she was always meant to be.